So, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 13 of the Sheffield United career mode. And we're kicking off this episode with a home game at Bramall Lane up against Swindon Town. So a little bit pretty difficult game for us here as we're kicking off this episode, but hopefully we could get 3 points here up against Swindon and continue our reign or continue our fight to try and gain automatic promotion to the Championship. So as you see here, or actually if you don't know already, I have started a Porter career mode. So if you like the career mode I'm doing, I'd really appreciate if you go and check that one out, as I'd really appreciate it. But here we do get off to a good start, a very good shot there, and a pretty good save from the the Swindon goalkeeper. But they do, we get a good corner, a good ball gets put in the box, and they do make a pretty good save. But here from the corner, Jose gets the ball in the box, has a shot, and somehow it ends up in the back of the net. I was very disappointed to see that one go into the back of the net, but once things happen, you just have to look forward and think, okay, we need 2 more goals, and that's what we're going to do. But Baxter here plays a lovely ball over the top to Nabry. Nabry does very well to depossess the centre-back there, and of course Nabry's going to find the bottom corner there in the 33rd minute, which then puts us back on level terms, 1-1. So hopefully we could continue our good form to try and get the second goal of the game, which would result in putting us in front. So here, in the 70th minute, we do very well to depossess the ball. Johns picks up the ball, Baxter gets it. Baxter plays a lovely ball through to Marlon King. Marlon King cuts back inside on his favourite right foot and finds the top corner somehow with an absolutely amazing shot, and it ends up in the back of the net. So very, very pleased there that that ball ends up in the back of the net, and it looked like we were going to be taking the 3 points, and 3 points were going to be more added on to our total tally so far this season to see if we could keep going in our reign to get promotion. So as you see that, we do get confirmation of the game finishing 2-1 there up against Swindon. So very, very pleased there that we ended up drawing that game. And our next game was against 5th place Preston North End away from home, so a very, very difficult game here. But we do make some substitutions in this game, as obviously the fitness was getting a little bit low on some of the players, so that's why we had to change the players. And obviously we need to try and play the most players we can. So as you see here, Nabry comes off for Jamie Murphy. Fabian Brandy also does come off, does come off for Jamie Murphy. Flynn comes on. Also Martin Doyle, or I can't remember his name, Max Doyle or someone like that, also comes on in this game. Whitehouse and Porter. So there we go. That is actually what the team is going to be for this Preston North End game, and hopefully that will be a good enough team to get the 3 points against the 5th place side. So pretty difficult encounter for us here, but hopefully we could show some fighting spirit and get us back into, or get us another 3 points to add on to our tally. So as you see here, we do decide that Chris Porter is going to be playing in the centre attacking mid role instead of Whitehouse, mainly because Chris Porter's got more experience, etc. But Porter here does get the ball, plays a good ball through to Jamie Murphy. Jamie Murphy does amazingly well to manage to keep hold of the ball, has a good shot there, the keeper makes a save, and Jamie Murphy finds the back of the net and puts us 1-0 up in the 19th minute. So very, very pleased there that Jamie Murphy manages to get the first goal of the game in the 19th minute to put us 1-0 up against Preston North End, and to relieve the pressure just a little bit, to show that we could beat these. But here Lugano does do very well to depossess him, play through Jamie Murphy. Jamie Murphy was 1-on-1 with the Preston North End goalkeeper, and Jamie Murphy finds the back of the net with a very, very good powerful shot in the 25th minute there up against Preston North End. So very, very pleased that Jamie Murphy manages to find the back of the net there. And that goal there turns out to be a very crucial goal, because it actually puts a little bit of what's called limelight between the two clubs, because we do end up winning that game 2-0, and obviously 1-0 is not the best result either, because if they get a late goal in the 90th minute and that's it, you've pretty much you'll be gutted. But when you get 2-goal lead, then you know you've pretty much got a cushion between the two clubs, and maybe you could keep going and hopefully win that game. So our next game here was at home at Bramall Lane up against Carlisle United, and Carlisle United were right at the very bottom of the league. So if we wanted to be doing well, we had to be beating the likes of Carlisle United. So Marlon King, it's going to be a shame because he has been scoring some amazing goals, playing really well, but he is going to be retiring at the end of his contract. I think I'm really gutted, to be honest, that he's going to be retiring because he's a great player, a great inspiration at Sheffield United, and I'm going to truly miss him when he goes. So in the transfer period, I'm going to have to try and bring in a striker that can fill the boots of Marlon King, which is going to be very hard because Marlon King has been an absolute beast for Sheffield United. So I don't know what player is going to be able to replace him, but we'll have to wait and see in the transfer period, and hopefully we'll be able to bring in a good player, but you'll just have to wait and find out. I know who that new player is because I've already played on, so I know who that player is, but you're just going to have to wait and see, and hopefully you will like that player as well. A few people have suggested that player before in personal messages, etc. So you guys, some of you might have a clue who it is, but you won't know definitely who it is. But hopefully he will be able to replace Marlon King, because Marlon King is going to be retiring at the end of his contract. So I wish you could actually persuade them to come out of retirement and play another season, but I suppose you can't really do much. But here, Marlon King does very, very well to put pressure on. Cody does very well to actually depossess the ball and has an amazing shot here and finds the back of the net in the 7th minute and puts us 1-0 up early on in this game against Carlisle. So the pressure was now released, as I think the pressure is always higher when you're playing a team that is at the bottom of the league, mainly because you're expected to win. But Nabry here runs on the wing, plays a pretty poor ball, but Marlon King does very well to actually deep-test the ball, plays a lovely, tries a shot, comes out to Doyle on the first time shot, and finds the back of the net there. So very, very, very pleased there that ends up in the back of the net. And Doyle there, the old player, 32-year-old, ends up getting that goal there. So very, very pleased, which I'm pleased about. So thankfully, we are now 2-0 up against Carlisle. The pressure was released and we have now cushion. But in the dying stages, the ball gets played through to Brandy. Brandy uses speed, gets away from him and fires this one right into the top corner and gets our 3rd goal of the game. So we are now approaching the end of this episode. If you haven't seen the Porto career mode, make sure you go along and go and check it out, see what you think and let me know. And now approaching the end of this one, so please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Can we hit 7 likes? It'd be incredible if we could. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time on whatever that episode might be. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter. Thank you, bye bye.